Hello, welcome to this new video. My name is Martina Vincenzi and I am the founder of the VIP Flight Attendant Academy Private Jet Coach. Following the survey that has been published on LinkedIn in the recent weeks, I decided to take my time and collect all my thoughts in order to answer to your questions. So, thanks to the survey, I learned that you guys out there, you would like me to explain better into details how to become a VIP flight attendant, and this is what we are going to talk about today. So I took my time, as I say, to collect my thoughts, and I wrote it down in some notes that I have here with me, so to make sure not to forget anything that I want to tell you. So let's start from the very beginning. First of all, applying for a job in business aviation, it is not an easy job like I send my CV and then I sit and wait that something happens. No, it doesn't work like that. And let's start from a concept that hopefully can clarify to you why it is not enough, it is not sufficient that you just send your CV and then you sit and wait. So let's talk about cakes. We have a different industry. Every industry is a cake. So we have, for example, the aviation industry, which is a big cake. This cake is divided into slices, and the biggest slice is commercial aviation, because there are a lot of them. They have the biggest fleets, so we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of aircraft, and all of these aircraft are flown as a multi-crew. So there are a lot of people needed just in order to make one aircraft fly. Then we have, the cake of aviation is divided into, as I say, different slices. So apart from commercial aviation, we have some other slices like helicopter, for example, or we have, for example, aeronautics, so the military aviation. We have acrobatic aviation. We have, hot air balloons, whatever. And then we have a tiny little slice, which is private aviation and private jets. So the slice of this industry that belongs to the cake of aviation is very small. This is why business aviation is not for everyone, simply because there are no jobs for everyone, okay? The quantity of vacancies, the quantity of people who can actually fly on a private jet is very limited, because the industry is just so small. So once we have clarified this concept, it might come, as a default for you to understand that it's not enough that you just send your CV and then sit and wait. You actually have to be active. What do I mean by being active? You research, and research. You need to understand how this industry works. You need to understand what do they want from you. You need to understand dynamics and expectations. The fastest way to do that is to contact a professional of the industry and ask questions, to contact a coach, a mentor who can help you and guide you through all of this. Okay, you need to know what do they want from you. You need to understand which skill set are they interested into, and not all of the business aviation companies are interested in the same skill set. They might, one private jet is based on I'll give you an example, Asian cuisine, for example. Another business jet wants you to be very expert in pet management. So the skill set can be very different between company and company. So you need to understand what is the main, let's say, skill set that goes along with all of them, and then eventually each and every specific one, what do they want to know, what do they want from you, and what can you do better in order to be noticed by them. Also, the dynamics is really important. So, business aviation do work in, through recruitment. Yes, of course. There is recruitment campaigns, but they are normally opening when it's needed. So, to give to clarify this, imagine, like a big machine, which is the recruitment machine. For commercial airline, this machine is on and it's going on absolutely every day, all year long, right? They are recruiting constantly. Like, for example, when I was in the Middle East, they were recruiting all the time, and like every week there was like a bunch of 100 or 150 new people coming over and starting their journey into their new career as a cabin crew. So this recruitment machine is working and operative 365 days a year. Well, this is not the case for the private aviation, where the recruitment machine is turned on and off according to the need. So you have a specific window where the recruitment machine is open, and you have to pick that window, which in most cases is very, very short. It can be 5 days, it can be 7 days, it can be, I think I haven't seen it longer than 15 days. To be honest. So you have to be fast enough to realize that the recruitment window is open and then send your application. This is why I highly recommend to get all of your things ready in your computer, in your phone, in your tablet, whatever. You just create a folder for application where you have your most updated CV, the picture of yourself, professional picture if applicable, where you have a copy of your cabin crew license if applicable, where you have all your attestation and certification of whatever training you have taken. So whenever a copy of your passport, and whenever the recruitment window gets on and it is open, you can very quickly send over your details. Speed in this case is crucial, okay? The faster you are, the more chances you have to be noticed and therefore to be called for an interview. Back in my time, when I moved back from the United Arab Emirates to my home country, Italy, I didn't have a job, so I knew I wanted to work on private jets. I knew very little about private jets, and I spent 5 months researching on this every day. So every day my task was to sit down in the kitchen in front of my computer and research about all the private jet companies I could find, and how did they work, where were they based, and what did they need from what they wanted to see in the candidates, and whatsoever. You can really shorten this time a lot by putting your career in the hands of a mentor and a coach who can help you much better, be more efficient in a much shorter time. So do not be afraid on investing in yourself, because whatever you learn, it will be yours forever. And maybe you don't need it right now, but it will be a time and a day that you definitely need it. So it's a set of information that is very important for you. Plus is a person that is inside the business. It's a person which is well inserted into the industry, and that can be your start point to create your network, which is another crucial and very important aspect of the private aviation industry. So these are probably the things that I would recommend you the most. Research, learn what are the expectations, what are the dynamics, and what are the skill set that they want to see from you, and then refer to an expert, refer to a mentor or to a coach who can guide you through this, where somebody that of your trust, that you can ask question to this person. And something also that is very important: do not make the mistake that you think that because you have experience in aviation, you are ready and you know exactly and you can be transferred into private jets easily. This is not the case, because private aviation is not like commercial aviation. They are two complete different solar systems. So the fact that you have experience in aviation, that's great, but it's not enough. You need to focus on a different skill set that you can develop with the help of a mentor or a coach in order to get, faster and better towards your goal. Something else that is quite important is the use of social media, in particular LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is extremely important for this industry. I recommend you to spend some time in building up a well-made professional profile of yourself with some pictures, and that you are active in the social media for two reasons. Reason number one, because LinkedIn allows you to keep yourself up to date on what is happening in the industry. So you can, of course, you have to link yourself and following the relevant pages about this industry. So following companies, following people, and maybe groups relevant to the business aviation, so that they feed you with information and with posts that are relevant for you. So reason number one, because you can keep yourself, it's probably the easiest way to keep yourself up to date. And reason number two, because it is the first step and the easiest way to create network. Do not be shy, do not be afraid, engage with people, ask a question, comment on post. So be active on this social media, because this is what it is about. It has been created for this, and it's extremely beautiful. Beautiful and useful as well for you to to build up your knowledge, to build up your network, and every day it's basically you're just taking one step closer to your ultimate goal, which is a career in business aviation. Something that is also quite important, invest in yourself. Okay, again, do not assume that because you have experience in aviation, maybe even with a major company, maybe with a prestigious airline, you are ready to be transferred into private jets. Not necessarily this is the case. So do not be afraid in investing in yourself. Invest in trainings, speak with people, ask questions again, try to find out somebody of your trust in the industry, and just engage with them. It is extremely important that you keep on developing yourself, and whenever you're gonna find a job in business aviation, do not think that now you're done, you're fully set, and you do not need to worry about this anymore. This is not the case. I consult LinkedIn multiple times a day, starting from the morning. So when I wake up and I have my breakfast, it has become a habit, and I just sit down and I scroll LinkedIn to find out the latest news. So it doesn't really matter the fact that I have been in the industry for 10 years now. It is important for me to keep myself up to date what is going on. So for example, I might find out that that specific private jet operator is acquiring new jets for the fleet. Oh, okay, new jets means hiring new crew, right? You need a crew to fly the jet. So, okay, I have to keep an eye on this company because they might open a recruitment window anytime soon. This is just an example to explain how it works, okay? LinkedIn is such a huge source of information. Make it a habit for yourself to consult this social media on a daily basis. Something else, two more things that are important. The first one is give yourself time, okay? Entering the business aviation is not easy. It's not something that can happen quickly, like in a matter of a couple of weeks. Not really. Sometimes it takes months, and it can be demotivating at times, because unfortunately a lot of fellow recruiters, they do ghost a lot, so they do not come back to you. And you don't know if you have passed, if you have been, if you are successful, if your profile is okay, you have no idea. So this can be quite demotivating, I understand, but nevertheless, do not lose hope. You just need to continue working, because this is a process, okay? It's a journey. It's not I send my CV and then I sit and wait for the airline to come back to me. It really doesn't work that way. Well, I hope that this was of a clarification for you. Oh no, I'm missing the second part. The second and last thing that I would like to tell you. As I said, the window of recruitment, it can be open just, for a few days, and maybe nothing for another year. So there are companies in the business aviation industry that they recruit for something like 5 to 10 days a year. So imagine how short is your window of opportunity to actually join this company. It's very, very limited. Well, this is not the only way that you can send your application. You also may consider to send a spontaneous application, so even outside the window of recruitment, you may send your application as a spontaneous application, just saying something like, I know the recruitment is currently not open, however, I would like to express my interest in joining your company as a VIP flight attendant, and here is my qualification and my CV for you to review. To be honest, as a recruiter, I really appreciate a spontaneous application. I find, courageous and very mature and professional as well, from somebody who doesn't know what is going on internally in the organization, but yet takes the time and the effort to get in touch with me and send me a spontaneous application. So during recruiting time, I always have found the brightest stars between my candidates through the spontaneous application. So do not underestimate the spontaneous application idea. It's actually a great idea, and I fully support that. You have to have a tactic. You have to, think about it and prepare it very well, but nevertheless, it is an amazing idea. So you do not have to do this all alone, okay? You can refer to professionals, you can refer to mentor and coaches like me who can help you going through, navigate through the dynamics and the rules and regulation and savoir-faire and whatever necessarily for the business aviation. Well, I hope that this video can clarify a little bit better how to become a VIP flight attendant. As always, if you have any questions about private jets, VIP flight attendant life and the corporate aviation industry, please feel free to reach out to me. My doors are open. So that's all for today. Ciao for now and baci baci.